Finally! Finally! DLC time, baby. Oh, I've been waiting. Oh, I've been waiting. Where's the beautiful? There's the creature who's taking me to the greatest FromSoft DLC ever made. They have still yet to make a better one, in my personal opinion. That might have had 5 people click off, some Elden Ring fans, but I 100% think this is still the best. This DLC has, in my opinion, the most consistent bosses.
Cursed fiends, their children too.
Like, there is only one bad boss in
Their
this DLC,
children
and it's
forever
Living
true.
Failures. That's it. Every other boss, peak. Goated. Shadow of the Erdtree, you can't say the same. And there's a lot of problems with Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm not gonna get... Maybe I will. Maybe I will get into it, but there are so many problems with Shadow of the Erdtree that... It's not my favorite DLC, but it is a good one. It is a good one. I won't lie. But I don't think it's anywhere near, like, the best. But it's also not the worst FromSoft DLC they've made. Yeah, I do more than enough damage. I think we're here pretty late. I wanted to go into the DLC a lot earlier, but I kind of just got sidetracked, and I wanted to get past kind of the bosses I despise in this game. Like, I wanted to get past, like, Rom, Mikolash, One Reborn. Like, I love the way those bosses look, but fighting them are just boring. Oh, the boom hammer. Bro, and then all the weapons in this DLC. Holy shit, dude. It's so good. I've actually never done a playthrough with the boom hammer. I need to. I need to do some DLC weapons. I was thinking with, kind of forgot that was there. Now that I have this on... Come on, man, I'm trying to... Now that I have this on my PC and it runs beautifully, 120 FPS, like it's amazing. And I've kind of been working out a lot of the fixes and getting good patches and mods. Now I'm like, what should I do next after this? I was thinking, like, I am gonna, if you've been watching any of my other videos on the on kind of this playthrough, I am going to do a, like, no hit, because again, this game is one of the few FromSoft games that gets a no hit. So this game is, I'm gonna start routing it, but in the meantime of routing it, I was thinking maybe I do like a randomizer deathless before I start kind of really routing my no hit. Like, getting a deathless in is always good before doing a no hit playthrough. It's always a nice, like, stepping stone. I think the way to make that a lot more fun is doing like a randomizer one. So I was thinking that, or I got asked to do this like Ascended mod. I have yet to see what the Ascended mod is. I just know it's a thing. I'll look more into, like, kind of this Ascended mod thing, and if it is cool, I think I will do it. If it's kind of just like one of those mods, you know what I mean? Where it's just... You know what I mean, man. You know, anybody who plays like Souls-like games or FromSoft games, there's always those mods. If it's kind of just one of those, I could care less. But if it's more of like a convergence mod or something, or like a reforged, I wouldn't mind trying it out. And then, so those are two things. Randomizer Deathless, which sounds super fucking cool because it'll allow me to do like use more weapons. The Ascended mod, and then the no hit is already coming. I think I'm for sure gonna do that. I think I don't know how I'm gonna go around to doing that though, because I would like to show the progression towards it. So I was maybe thinking like streaming or some shit. And then the other one, which I think sounds kind of pretty cool, is I just go around. Since I have like cheat engine now and I could spawn any weapon in I want from the start, I just go around in the game using weapons from like base NG till the end, and then just testing them out, making them as strong as they can possibly be, and just making like a disgusting build with these weapons. Using Gehrman's Scythe base NG and just fully decking that out for a video, and kind of just showing it off on every boss, like DLC, main, and side bosses. Doesn't sound bad. And there's so many weapons in this game that I have yet to use, which I think that I'm more leaning towards doing that. It's just weapon-based videos of just going in. If I could get it early enough, like if I only gotta fight like 2 bosses, right, to get the weapon, then we'll do that. But if it's end game type weapons, I'll just spawn it in. But you could get to the DLC pretty fast. You only gotta fight what, like 2 bosses, and then you're in the DLC. So if it's like something like that, I don't mind just going using like what is it called? The saw cleaver, you know? Then going and getting the weapon and then using it. If I could get it early, I'll do that. But if it's like really late game type stuff, I'll just like spawn it in. Because it would be cool to, you know, like say I do a video on like going and killing Ludwig and getting the Moonlight Greatsword, say at like level 10 or something. Sounds like a pretty fun thing to do, you know what I mean? And then just using the Greatsword through everything. Because to get to this DLC, this is why I think it's one of the best DLCs, is because you can do it so early. All you gotta do is kill Gascoigne, Vicar Amelia, and then you're just in the DLC. That's all you gotta do. Compared to like every other DLC where it's not really like that. DS3 though, has DLCs like that where you could just go straight into it. But like, I mean, fuck it. I might as well just talk about like all the game's DLCs. We're in this, so I might as well. Reasons for God, how are you alive, dude? Not liking like the reason I don't really like Shadow of the Erdtree, there's a whole lot of reasons. Somehow, even the game is huge as fuck, with like a bunch of bosses, very diverse, shit ton of weapons got added, shit ton of spells. It feels like they had more stuff like to cook with. It felt like not a fully baked cake. You know what I mean? It feels like it still needed time in the oven. It's not the biggest thing, but it is one of the biggest things. And then like the hugest, like disgusting glaring thing for me is the fragments, man. The fragments are so fucked, dude. Like every time you go in the DLC, you have to go get the fragments. And at some point, I have a cheat engine for Elden Ring, so I would just start cheat engineing my fragment level as soon as I got into the DLC. So it's like one of the huge issues, and there's like nitpicking stuff, like layout of how the map is, certain bosses, and how FromSoft's direction in bosses is going, where it's more of kind of eye candy rather than good boss design. Like what a letdown with like the final boss of Shadow of the Erdtree. PCR is just a disgusting boss. And then there's the Leda fight, you know what I mean? Like saying that I recognize for what it's worth, it's like 40 bucks and you get like 200 hours worth of gameplay. I still think it's a really good DLC. It's just weird to say for what you get and how much you get. It feels like that's not the final product. There's a lot of things that they could have done that made They could have made the game better. They could have tied like the shadow fragments just to purely defeating bosses. Like if they really wanted that, just having shadow fragments to bosses would have done so much more, or just not having the shadow fragments. I understand the worries of people getting in on like NG plus 3, like max level, going in with the craziest build that they can, and then one-shotting bosses. Who cares? Like the whole reason they made the shadow fragments were so that people cannot just go in and just one-shot bosses. It was to make it to where, you know, you'd still have kind of like this challenge. But again, I think people recognized if they went in with their best build on NG fucking cycle 3, right? Max level with the most disgusting, like, bleed, stance breaking build ever, that they're gonna go and one shot the bosses. Like, they understand that. You know what I mean? So like making it to where you have to go get these shadow fragments to be able to fight these boss. You don't need to obviously, because every FromSoft game is this thing where you can do whatever you want, right? You could go in with no shadow fragments, just go around, but they made it so mandatory to get them. It's tied to your defense stats, it's tied to your damage stats. It's you need to get it if you want to progress. And on a basic playthrough, that's horrible. On a no-hit playthrough, it's horrible. And once you, like that one system just ruins the entirety of the DLC because the DLC is huge and that's fucking sick. There's so much you can do with it. You could go to whatever boss you generally kind of want to, besides Putrescent Knight, but who the fuck wants to go fight Putrescent Knight as their first boss in the DLC? You could go there, you could do whatever you want. Tying the shadow fragments to that becomes so degrading because when you load into the DLC, it becomes this thing of, okay, I can't do anything. Man, this game is beautiful. Holy shit, this DLC is gutted. You can't you can't start the DLC. You have to first build up your shadow tree fragments, right? You first have to go get every shadow tree fragment that you can at the base area. Then you can play the game. Like, that is such a bad design. It's insane, dude. I didn't understand it. It should have... If they really wanted those shadow tree fragments in my opinion, just take them out. Just take them out. If people get in there and they one-shot the boss, who cares? If they get in there and they're too high leveled, well, they went there high leveled. It was their choice to get there high leveled. It doesn't need to have this weird balancing thing of when you get in there. It just made no sense to me with those Shadow Tree Fragment stuff. Just a horrible design. It should have been either tied to boss kills. Once you kill a boss, like Sekiro, you'd kill a boss, and boom, there goes your strength up. Just should have done that if you really wanted to have shit like that. But you see what I mean, you know? How big of an impact those shadow tree fragments have. Because you have to get them, it ruins the experience of the DLC because you're forced to then go all around the DLC before you can actually play it. And that's just such a horrible idea, in my opinion. And then obviously, like, the bosses are a huge role into the DLC. There are maybe like A tier and above, these are the bosses. Mesmer, I think Mesmer is one of the best FromSoft bosses they've made. Like, Mesmer is a beautiful, like, that's the saving grace for the DLC. Is the Legacy Dungeons. The Legacy Dungeons are fantastic. Like the Shadow Keep, Inner Elam, cool as shit. The Midra's Mansion. But it's Mesmer, Midra. Bale's okay. I think when you first fight Bale, you think he's the best dragon boss FromSoft's ever made. And then the more you fight him, you kind of go, no. You know what I mean? He is very much like what I said with where FromSoft's going is more eye candy than good fundamental boss moveset. I think Midir still takes the cake on best dragon boss because its moveset is just way more fun and intuitive than Bale. Bale, realistically, like, he's basic, but he has a lot of shit in his, like, moveset that is just really bad. Like his fire breath attack looks cool, right? But it could deflect, and fire breath deflect is awesome. But also the one where he goes into the sky and then he shoots it once to the side and then down through the middle, that is atrocious. It looks cool, and if it had really good like frame data and it allowed you to actually dodge consistently without having the what is it called? The Crucible Talisman, you need it on that one attack desperately so that it is a consistent dodge. If you do not have it on that one attack, it is not consistent. I know a lot of people would be like, well, I dodged it without the Crucible Talisman, and it is not a consistent dodge due to the frame data and like the lingering hitbox and how I'm not getting into that kind of that. But a lot of bosses kind of have that. I think Vale is second best dragon boss fight, which isn't a hard competition though. There's not really good dragon boss fights that FromSoft has. But Bale is second. I think he's a really good boss fight. I think Bale does kind of mix good moveset with good eye candy. I think he's a very good thing of where they're trying to go. There is still like glaring problems with him. I still think Mesmer's a better kind of show of that though, of good moveset with good eye candy. Just a way better showing of that than Bale. And Midra is just a classic, dude. It's just a basic and cool looking. The only problem with Midra is you end up wanting more from him. But Midra also has like very glaring problems where they said fuck it, let's give him like he has the biggest health pool but the least amount of defenses. So it's just you see like huge damage numbers on him because he has no defense stats, but he just has a huge amount of health. You just end up wanting more with Midra. He's not a bad boss fight. He's really basic, and basic doesn't mean bad. Basic is usually like really good. Say like a Promise Concert Radon, which Promise Concert Radon is basic. They kind of wanted him to be a Gale. You can tell they wanted him to be Gale because he just has a moveset that looks basic, but has a lot of ways of like it has a lot of complexities in it. Like Gale is he's very basic looking moves. Besides his phase 2, he goes all out, and it's sick as fuck. But it's a lot of like it's like pretty complex on how you dodge. There's a lot of ways that you can dodge Gale. You can strafe, you can roll, beautiful shit like that. And they wanted that with Promise Concert Radon, but he just fell so short. And he also had so many things where it's like they forced you. One of the worst things, in my opinion, that you could do making a Souls-like is forcing the player to dodge an attack the certain way. The only way you can dodge an attack is by that certain way. You have to roll right if you want to dodge that attack. You have to roll left if you want to dodge the attack. You have to roll back. And with Concert Radon, when he does the after images, the only way to dodge it is if you run away. It's the only way. And I think that's the worst thing you could do when making a boss, is having such strict movement. Like basically putting your player in a box to be able to only do one certain thing is one of the worst things you could do, in my opinion. And he has that, and then like you could say lore wise, like you could complain about Radon and you could be like, it should have been Godwyn or it should have been Melania. I don't give a fuck. Me personally, I don't care if it was Radon, if it was Godwyn, if they fucking resurrect Godric. I could have cared less, really. My biggest problems wasn't who it was, it's just how it was done. The arena is really cool looking, but it just adds inconsistencies to dodges. Again, you need the Crucible Talisman to have consistent dodges. Like his phase 2, he like jumps to the side and he sends 3, it's not 2, he sends 3 after images. And if you do not have the Crucible Talisman, it is a very inconsistent dodge because of like the clones could go higher above than where you are on the like the terrain of the arena because it's very uneven. So you end up having shit like that, which is really bad. And a lot of his attacks fall into that line of the terrain just simply doesn't allow you to have consistent ways of dodging against his moveset. And then like talking about like pre-nerf Radon, the cross slash, again falls into the line of the only way to dodge it is by doing a certain thing. There's no freedom in allowing your, player to do what they want. You can't, he doesn't have anything interesting to his moveset dodge-wise. Like with Gale, I'm gonna like compare him to Gale because it feels like that's what they wanted to do with him. With Gale, there's so much that you can do dodging wise. With Radahn, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have anything where you could generally strafe. You could go to my channel, you can see I have a video. NG +7, no blessings, no weapon upgrades, no hit. So I have a video on that. And you could very much see like there's not much you can do dodge wise. A lot of it is like there's a certain move that I can strafe. After that, and this is pre-nerf too. This is pre-nerf. You can strafe one attack consistently, and then the other one you kind of can, but the way to do it is you have to be in the right area. It's his blood slap. I shouldn't even get into, but there's nothing that you can like you can't do anything interesting with his moveset. You can't strafe a lot of stuff. You can't jump over. Like they added a jump button, and you can't jump any of his attacks. Even the ones where he, like on first phase, when he slams down and he upheaves the ground and the rubble shoots up, you can't jump that. You could, anytime you see that visual effect or that certain attack with any other boss, you can jump it. But for whatever reason, they took it out so that you can't jump it. How he was, I think with a lot of FromSoft bosses, it's a lot of, they make a boss and they test it in a certain arena that's flat. They don't test it in the arena that they usually put it in. So a lot of the things that they find is consistent. Like that cross slash, I highly doubt that they wanted that. But when they were testing it, it was in a flat arena and some like black box that had nothing, no terrain, no weird hills. It was just flat. And they tested it and it consistently would work. The dodges, the jumps, the strafes, anything. And they're like, okay, now we got to put it in the arena. But then they designed the arena, and then all that consistency of dodging went away because of the terrain. Like, that's just... And almost every boss feels like that with FromSoft. Every time there's like a bad boss, besides Metter. Metter is the only one that has a flat arena that you go, what the fuck were they doing? Metter has like that really, the whole eye candy thing with the way they're going with bosses. It has the huge laser beam. Looks cool. There's no consistent dodges. And then it also has an instant AoE startup. It's hilarious, man, that boss fight. That's one of the times where it's like, they tested it in a flat arena and put it in a flat arena and still said, let's fucking ship it. It was like Pawn Concert, what I was going to get into Pawn Concert Radahn when I was like, the blood magic. Lore-wise, it's the one thing that pissed me off lore-wise. Like I said, I don't mind. But this is what pissed me off. Lore-wise, I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong on this. That is Mogwin's body, right? It's Mogwin's body with Radahn's soul. How the hell is that Mogwin's body? Some Party City horn. I'm getting absolutely destroyed by this guy. There's some Party City horns on Radahn. Just the most stupid horns ever. And then he has one blood magic attack. Now, if you remember Mogwin, he doesn't have some Party City horns. Those shits are curling into his eye. He has literal wings. It just doesn't make sense to me why Radahn just has nothing. It feels like it's supposed to be this disgusting act of Mikola taking his brother's body and his other brother's soul and fusing it in like this amalgamation of like disgust. And it just shows up and he's like, alright, I got like some frat boy horns. And I spit some fire at you every now and then. Like, what? Where are the wings? Where's the horn going into the eye? Where's like the crazy blood magic? Basically what I'm saying is you can't have that little of identity with Mogwin, barely that amount of horns, but still have his blood magic. That's one of my biggest gripes, just lore-wise. I mean, it doesn't really matter though. Like, that's not what's setting the boss back for me. Damn, this is just a long concert rant. I'm so sorry. But then they dropped the nerfs to Radahn. Man, this fucking DLC. It's so good. But they dropped the nerfs to Radahn. And then instead of, they just, in my opinion, they ruined it. It could have been an okay. Like when I saw that, they don't usually do that. Once they make a boss, they usually just never touch it again. Like, look at Meta, you know what I mean? Once a boss is made, they're done. So when they did that, I was like, oh shit. I was like actually very surprised. And then they updated him in the worst way possible. The way they removed the cross slash was by slowing it down? Bro, what? So now you run into this fucking problem of preemptively dodge his first swing so that you're allowed to dodge his second swing. What they should have done, 2-3% faster so that when he does the double slash, you dodge it in one go. But it's insane how they just missed twice. Once I saw the pre-nerf patch, I went, how the fuck do you miss twice? How do you airball twice, bro? That's insane. And then they also, they made, the fun part about pre-nerf Radon, the pace felt fast, very fluent, very quick. And then they dropped the pre-nerf, and just everything slowed down. Just everything slowed down. His second phase slowed down. Man, I gotta stop talking about it. I gotta stop talking about it. You can tell I have a lot of issues with the DLC, but not only alone the DLC, but all the bosses in it. How the map, everything to that DLC usually caters to the point of the fragments. Okay, I was saying this a minute ago, the only good bosses, I completely diverged from that. Mesmer, Gaius. I know people hate Gaius, but he is, I understand the charge with, the active hitbox under him. I understand that completely. I agree that's horrible. But anything besides that, he's an A-tier boss. There's so much variety on how you could dodge his things. He has such a fun moveset. He's so good. You got Gaius, Mesmer, Romana would be fucking fantastic if she didn't have the phase 2 AoE. Dancing Lion. Dancing Lion has a problem with his lightning. You can never really attack. Every time he's in it, it's just dodge until he gets out of that phase. He's still a good boss though. And then, man, oh my... Okay, I gotta stop talking because I'm just gonna end up sitting here forever. But to get to Midra, you have to fight whatever that fucker's name is. Not even one of the, probably the worst boss FromSoft has ever made to get to Midra. And then you can't get on your horse. You can't get on your horse? Bro, I'm geeking right now just thinking about the DLC. It kicks you off. Who was making this DLC, man? Who was behind it? It pisses me off so much because it's I know FromSoft's better, but they just kept dropping the ball in that DLC. What they should have done, fuck that boss. He has such a cool arena, right? Put anybody else in there. Just literally anybody else but that boss. I don't know why that's a boss. Don't remember his name. Or don't put a boss there. I don't care. Generally speaking, I don't care. But the run to Midra is extremely long. Who cares? It's a big map. Who cares? If they had no shadow tree fragments, I wouldn't mind that long of a run. But they do. It's annoying. But you should have been allowed on your horse. But as soon as the lantern guys popped up, then you get knocked off your horse. Then you do the whole sneak thing with the lanterns. Once the lanterns are gone, you get back on your horse. Whoa, that's crazy. Isn't that an insane idea? Wow, how insane of an idea that is. What the fuck? What were they doing? Just making you run that huge area. You see why I rant. But I'm gonna stop now. No more bad Shadow Erdtree. Shadow Erdtree's a good DLC. We're gonna talk about the beauty that is in front of us.
Beast. A great terror looms. Have mercy. Have mercy upon us.
That scream, I never understood why they chose that scream for him. It sounds so weird. I forgot it does that. Okay, it's gonna be a... Probably gonna die here. Because I don't really remember Ludwig. I love the guy. He's one of my favorite bosses, but I do not remember him. I do not remember him at all. Shit. Nah. We're good. I should have leveled, but we're good. It's been so long since I played this, man. Oh my god. I feel so bad. I just ranted. I think 90% of the people who were watching just clicked off because I just ranted for way too long on Shadow Witcher. It's a good DLC. It's a good DLC. I just think there's a lot of bad things in it. Within every... There's no such thing as perfect. Everything has bad. Dude, this boss is so fucking good. And the soundtrack. Listen. Just fucking sit down, listen.
You were at my side all along. My true mentor, my guiding moonlight.
Oh shit. Alright, let's see if I remember how to fight this. Okay, that's not it. Remember, you want to stay kind of right side. Yep. I remember. Yeah. Okay. I should pick up my echoes. I have 67,000. Let's just kind of stay right here. I think that's the one attack you dodge. Can you do that? Yeah. Oh my god. The music. Fuck it. No hit. I'm just gonna no hit him. Simple. Simple. Let's talk to him.
Good hunter, have you seen the thread of light? Just a hair, a fleeting thing. Yet I clung to it, steeped as I was in the stench of blood and beasts. I never wanted to know what it really was. Really, I didn't.
Man, I love Ludwig. He's so good. I think he's top 10. I think he's top 10 bosses. Yeah, man, kind of really want to do like weapon, just like strictly weapon-based playthroughs. Going and killing Ludwig early, getting Holy Moonlight Sword sounds goated, dude. Or like going and getting Boomhammer and then using that for the whole game. There are so many weapons that I have yet to use in this game. Now that it's running really well, going and using like the pizza cut. I have yet to use the pizza cutter. Like everybody says that's the best weapon in the game. Yeah, there's still so many weapons I haven't used in this game. I'd say Bloodborne still has
With steady stride, call of blood, but always clear of mind. Proud under the church, beasts are a curse and curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church.
Bloodborne has it doesn't have a lot of weapons, but the weapons that it does have
Shrouded by night,
are insanely unique.
proud under the
So doing like doing just videos solely based on just like, you know, weapon playthroughs actually sounds pretty fun. Or doing because there's so many NPCs that I just do not. This is the one FromSoft game that I do not mess with any of the quests.
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd. Do you hear the toll of the bell? The beast you seek, go back to your hunt. Places better left untouched. Secrets better left alone. Only a fool would so brazenly roam.
Man, this guy in here is so cool. Yeah, I'd like to do some quests. I don't know how I'd make it interesting for a video. Maybe do like 100% playthrough. Do every quest, get every weapon, read every item description, get every armor, fight every boss, shit like that. And like when I'm doing that, because I do want to do a lot of Bloodborne. I keep saying this. I wanted to start doing a lot more Bloodborne because it's one of my favorite games out of kind of FromSoft's catalog. And it's just I rarely play it because of the 30 FPS. So I just want to do a shit ton of playthroughs of just random bullshit. This is such a weird elevator. But I love it, man. I love it. Oh, dude, that item looks so cool and better. You know, better resolution. Everything just is fantastic, man. I've noticed I've started seeing things that I never seen on console. Maybe it's because I was just so sick of how console version looks that I just didn't really pay attention to like my surroundings. But man, I can't wait until this emulator's fully just done. Man, I love this area. I think this is one of my favorite areas. One, because of the look of it is really cool, but mostly the voice actors and the NPCs in here, forget you can't go in there yet, are super, super fun. Is that guy, he's like, flip, blop. Blip, blop. I think he's here. Or the girl crying for Lady Maria. I think over here has the gem. There's like a really good gem. Like 70% sure this is the area that has it. Actually, no, it might not be. It's up here to the left, I think. Is it up? Okay, I think I'm forgetting where it's at. Cause I thought it was there and to the left. I guess not. Oh yeah, this guy shoots. Going this way. Here he is. Yes!
Splish, splash, splish, splash.
I love this guy. Goodbye, friend. Looks like these right here look like Anne Orlando. Man, this area is so cool. I think this might open up that place to the gem I want to get. I think. Actually, I don't know. First, though, I want to talk to her. I totally didn't die, by the way.
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else. Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid.
Man, yeah, I definitely need to do like a... do every NPC quest, get every weapon. And then also I could do every ending. It would be a really long playthrough, but I think it'd still be cool.
Plop, plip, plop, plip, plop, plip, plop. Plip, plop, plip, plop. Plip, plop, plip, plop.
I love this area.
Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something. Anything.
This place is so fucking sad, man. I guess we just drop here. I guess I just missed the entirety of the area.
Someone. I'm guilty. But I won't do it again. I promise. Darkness. It frightens me. And what rises from its very depths.
Yeah, good luck, fucking whoever's directing the Bloodborne movie. Good luck, dude. How are you gonna recapture this?
Take my hand. Please, help me. Don't let me drown.
I do wonder what they're gonna do with the movie. Do they follow the hunter? Do they follow Lawrence? Gearman? Is it gonna be about Gearman? Dude, fuck me, man. That's a... Good luck, bro. Oh, I found the gem. I'm dumb. It was up here. Got it. Okay, this is the only bad boss. I don't really have a good weapon for it, but yeah, this is the only bad boss in the DLC. Hopefully we just get over it quickly.
Lady Maria.
Well, let's see how I do. Probably should just take a beast whip. Usually the trick is... I kind of forget, actually. I think you kill this one. And then what do you do? Oh my god, that damage. Yeah, we're fucked. We're gonna be here a minute. But you would kill one and then it'd spawn here and you just constantly kill the one that spawned there. But I don't think there's any way I'm gonna be able to do that. Holy shit, this is gonna suck. I hate this boss. Now we can actually go to a good boss. Oh my god, this is that. To say that is the only bad thing in this DLC is insane. Just that one singular thing. Just one boss. I will say it is a pretty horrible boss, especially with like low damage. Oh my god. Dude, Lady Maria. I don't know where I hold her. I would love to do a tier list, all the bosses. I have no idea where I would put her. Her moveset's fun, but you're gonna see kind of how easy it is to dodge, I guess you could say. But she's so cool. Everything about her's so cool.
A corpse should be left well alone. Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest man will kill you now. From your wild curiosity.
She's so cool. Let's see if I remember how to. I think it's something like that. Yep. 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 I could get like a charge R2 off in some of these places, but This is the whole boss. Is that where you get the charge R2? No. I think right there is where you do. But you kind of just walk to her right. That's the whole boss. I didn't mean R2 there. Whoops. I just gotta remember where you can get a charge off. It's right here? No, it's not right there. I think it's right there you can. Yeah, right there you can. Really cool though, right? I think she should phase change. And then this phase, very similar. Just do that. Just gotta remember where I can. Okay, I'm stuck in a corner. That's probably the only bad part. Get stuck in a corner. I'm trying to remember everything that I used to do. That's all I'm trying to do right now. It's gonna be the same for a cause. It'll take maybe like 3 or 4 tries, and then I'll completely remember everything that I can and can't do. Oh, that's right, that's right. I think I have to... That's the only one you have to dodge. I think I have to like lock off to get the charge off. Or at least the backstab, I mean. No, I don't think so. This arena is so fucking cool, man. She's such a good boss. I don't know where I would put her, because you kind of saw how you fight her, you know what I mean? It's weird. I can't believe like, it's been way too long since I've last played this game. And to just go in, 5th try. I do remember, like, I remembered a lot of the first and second phase because that's like the most fun phase. The fire phase has a lot of like really weird hitboxes. That one you can't really do much except kind of do what I did there. It's just kind of bait a singular attack out and then parry it. Because you can't get close or the fire will hit you. I think she would be S tier if the fire hitbox wasn't so bad. She would be like such a good S tier boss. If we're just talking how she looks, this arena, in my opinion, she would be an S tier boss. But objectively, like thinking about it, is she a good boss? I think she's definitely not in like B tier. If she were to be in B tier, it'd be high B, but she's definitely in A or low A tier. Low A tier or high A tier. Because she has a good moveset, but there's a lot of shit to her that is just not that good. But I still love her, bro. I still love her to death. But I think right here is where I'll stop. I wasn't gonna no-hit Ludwig and then no-hit Lady Maria. That shit just kind of happened. So I guess, I don't know. Lawrence is cool, but do I want to no-hit Lawrence? Cause is like really fun, but do I want to? I think I'll just do what I've been doing now. If I want to, I'll do it. If I don't want to, then I won't. No matter what, I'm gonna end up posting videos of like single boss no-hits. It's just, do I want to start like trying to practice them now? I don't know. Again, if it just happens, it happens. But yeah, I think we'll stop here. This video might be extremely long because I wanted to do, because just doing Ludwig and Living Failures and then that be the video, because that's what a boring finale. But it's nice to also put Lady Maria in there too. For the DLC, since I love this DLC so much, it's my favorite DLC that FromSoft's ever made. Might as well go all out. I kind of feel bad that I ranted for like 40 minutes. Hopefully the no-hits make up for it. I think that's it. I think next video will be Lawrence, Ludwig. After that, I think we'll do a 3 or 4 boss thing. We'll do, no, 5 boss thing. We'll do the other Living Failures. I forget their name all the time. Ebrietis, Nurse, because it's basically back to back. Nurse, German, Moon Presence. We'll do that all in one video, I think, next time. If you have anything, if you want to see me do literally anything with this game, the more and more I play it, the more and more I'm getting it to a stable state. I'm being able to play it and it not crash and just maybe some minor stutters or something. At the start, I was getting crashes every hour or two, but I've got it to a very, very stable state. So if there's anything Bloodborne related that you want to see from me, I am more than down. Next, I had 2 people tell me do Ascended mod. Ascended mod I think is next. Unless people want me to do randomizer, deathless, or just straight up randomizer. I might just do randomizer and then do a randomizer deathless. Or like single weapon playthroughs. And then later on we'll get more into like the challenge shit is what I'll do. Because I do really want to no-hit this game. This is just, again, one of the only ones that I've yet to no-hit. Like before I get to that, because that's like end goal right now. I want to do some like more challenge shit. So like deathless, obviously randomizer deathless is always fun. Then we could do like NG cycles type stuff, and then we could do like level 1, and then we could do like level 1 NG no weapon upgrades, and then we could do like level 1 NG no weapon upgrades, no like bloodstones, no runes, shit like that. Eventually we'll get to that point. Eventually we will, if I am still enjoying this game as much as I am right now in the future, we will get to the point where we'll be doing like NG +7, no weapon upgrades, no hit, full run. Eventually we get to that point. I didn't do that in Elden Ring. I think I did NG +7 level 1, but I allowed upgrades, no hit. I did everything in Elden Ring, man. And I think I want to switch over from Elden Ring to Bloodborne. I kind of feel bad because a lot of the people who watch me mainly watch my Elden Ring stuff. But I just want to do the full switch. I'm so done with Elden Ring. So many just full run, no hit, so many randomizers, deathless. I've done so much in that game. And I want to get a Bloodborne no hit, and I want to post the full thing so that the next no hit that I maybe do, where I do like single weapon no hits, I could cut down. The reason I don't post like full run no hits is because it's so boring. I want to make stuff that I like, and when I have a video that's like 4 hours long with no cuts, and then 2 to 3 hours in, I'm just not saying anything because I'm so locked in or something. You know what I mean? I don't want to. That's just so boring. Probably do like a full run no hit, post that, and then you'll see like cut down versions of it. The only reason I'm doing a full run no hit in the future is so that I don't get like some dude being like splicing, because I cannot. Also, another big reason is why I want edited down versions. I cannot sit and do a no hit run the entirety of it. I have to take a break. So it's gonna be me like logging out and like going and doing something else and then coming back and finishing it, because I cannot do a full no-hit run in a singular take. As in like sitting down and playing it, not like segmented no-hit. I don't want my words to be misconstrued there. But if you made it this far, these videos have been getting a lot of fucking traction. That's sick as fuck. There's people I've gotten. I could care less, honestly, about how well the videos are doing. I have gotten, I think, 10 plus people to be able to get Bloodborne downloaded, emulated, and ran perfectly fine for them. That is so good, because bro, getting this game up for myself was a fucking nightmare, dude. The Bloodborne fans are pieces of shit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Bloodborne fans, I hate you. I'm one of you. I scoured and scoured and scoured where you could possibly get this running, and you'll get the most nerdiest shit of being like, actually, you know, you can't share links to the package file because that's like, no shit, dumbass. You know what I mean? No shit. No shit, you can't share. You can't, nah. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? But you could at least drop a hint. And that's, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. If you can't figure out the hint, it's in my first video. Twitter's down below. Don't mind, I've had 3 people hit me up on Twitter. I don't mind just straight up dropping you a link. I want more people to play this, because it pissed me off not being able to play this. I think that's it though. Next video, Cause and Lawrence.